From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Rush in. Kill.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes dancing to his left. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down.
Move. Everyone's got 4 down.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Tershawn Wharton, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A give to Elliott running left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one, 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Inside give to Elliott. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Single. Watch twins. Watch twins. 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Brought down by Willie Gay.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's up to the 20, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that will tie us at 3-3. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. The
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a give running left is Eckler. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From his end zone, Mahomes on 3rd and long. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. This defense not budging, back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Running with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for... First down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great pen.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leo Chanel in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd down and goal. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 4 yards out. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field again, CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Here's Mahomes. James has got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Both teams one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Forced out to his left. He finds his man. Complete. It's James. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 30 yards. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Gets this to Moore. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Allen, the man in motion right. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they're trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.